pleasure to introduce to you Belton County High School Junior ROTC instructor, Sergeant James Browning.
High School Junior ROTC Exhibition Team, commanded by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Logan Brock.
my privilege and honor to welcome as our guest speaker an American hero. Justin Ray Morris served as a corporal in the United States Marine Corps from 2001 to 2005. During his tenure, he served in Iraq during Operation Right to Freedom in 2003 and in Afghanistan during Operation Enduring Freedom in 2003 to 2004. He was called to the ministry in 2005 and currently serves as the interim pastor at Lynn Camp Baptist Church in Portland. He has been married to Miss Ashley Morris since 2004, and they have 3 children: David, age 7, Elijah, age 3, and Charity, age 3 months. Please make a warm welcome for former Marine Justin Morris.
Thank you. This morning I was asked to come and speak to you for just a moment about the choice of freedom. And I want to take an opportunity just to say thank you before I get started to all those that have served, to all those that have shown up today to give a congratulations and a thank you to the Armed Forces of the United States. Edmund Burke said it best when he said, "All that evil must do in order to succeed is for good men to do nothing." That's why I believe that freedom is a choice. Freedom is a choice that is made by the person that desires to have it. Most Americans take it for granted. But there are people all around this world that don't know what freedom is. They have never experienced it. They've never woke up one morning and been able to do the things that we do and we take for granted here in America. That has caused many to hate us. It's caused others to attack us. But then there are some that will flee from their repressive countries to come to the freedom and the liberty that can be found in America. When I served in Iraq, there were children there, smaller than many of you, that had never known freedom. I remember going out to the Euphrates River one morning as we were doing live fire missions and protecting that city and holding the city. And little kids walked out and began to wash their clothes in the Euphrates River. We were firing on houses directly behind them. And we wondered, why did they not get scared? Why did they not run? Why were they not terrified? And the fact is, it's because that's all they've ever known. In America, we have freedoms beyond measure. We wake up free. We live the day free. And we go to bed free. Thankful to these men and women that have given their lives and laid their lives on the lines to provide that for us. Freedom is the act of being set free from a person, a power, or an object. In the case of America, freedom was established 238 years ago on July 4th, 1776. Today, being Veterans Day, we celebrate the brave men and women that have sacrificed and put their lives on the line for that freedom and to keep America free. Since the Declaration of Independence, 1.3 million Americans have given their lives for the right of freedom. And many millions more carry the honor of being a veteran of the United States military. Now, I want to tell you today that with God's help and with the prayers of the American people, I believe that we have the ability to stand as one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, for another 238 years. Today in our country, freedom is expected. We celebrate it today because of the many veterans that put their lives on the line, the veterans of the past, the veterans of the Revolutionary War, the veterans of the Civil War, World War I and World War II, Vietnam, Korea, the Iraq Desert Storm in the 90s, and then again in 2001 when I served. I went over and joined the military at age 17. I went to Iraq at age 18. I went to Afghanistan at age 19. And I'm thankful for the service and for what the military taught me and how it helped me grow. But one day, this generation, the generation that sits in these seats today, the ones that walk these halls, will be called upon to preserve the notion, the thought, the concept of freedom. And I pray that that day, God will give you the strength and the ability to stand and keep America free. Thank you.
Now, would you please make welcome Tim Huddleston as he sings "In God We Still Trust." Virginia, on the outskirts of our nation's capital, stands a chilling monument that reminds us that freedom is a sacrifice, and that freedom isn't free. Someone had to pay the price for us to have the liberties that we have today. This solemn place is the home of our final resting place of many that have fought for those freedoms. Listen to the words of our 40th President, Ronald Reagan, as he reflects on our country and those who fought at the Arlington National Cemetery.
If we look to the answer as to why for so many years we achieved so much, prospered as no other people on earth, it was because here in this land we unleash the energy and individual genius of man to a greater extent than has ever been done before. Freedom and the dignity of the individual have been more available and assured here than in any other place on earth. The price for this freedom at times has been high, but we have never been unwilling to pay that price. Those who say that we're in a time when there are no heroes, they just don't know where to look. The sloping hills of Arlington National Cemetery, with its row upon row of simple white markers bearing crosses or stars of David, they add up to only a tiny fraction of the price that has been paid for our freedom. Each one of those markers is a monument to the kind of hero I spoke of earlier. Their lives ended in places called Belleau Wood, the Argonne, Omaha Beach, Salerno, and halfway around the world on Guadalcanal, Tarawa, Pork Chop Hill, the Chosin Reservoir, and in 100 rice paddies and jungles of a place called Vietnam. Under one such marker lies a young man, Martin Treptow, who left his job in a small-town barber shop in 1917 to go to France with the famed Rainbow Division. There on the Western Front, he was killed trying to carry a message between battalions under heavy artillery fire. We're told that on his body was found a diary. On the flyleaf, under the heading, "My Pledge," he had written these words: "America must win this war. Therefore I will work, I will save, I will sacrifice, I will endure. I will fight cheerfully and do my utmost as if the issue of the whole struggle depended on me alone." We must realize that no arsenal or no weapon in the arsenals of the world is so formidable as the will and moral courage of free men and women. It is a weapon our adversaries in today's world do not have. It is a weapon that we as Americans do have. Let that be understood by those who practice terrorism and prey upon their neighbors. As for the enemies of freedom, those who are potential adversaries, they will be reminded that peace is the highest aspiration of the American people. We will negotiate for it, sacrifice for it. We will not surrender for it now or ever. We are Americans.
We at this time would like to pause to remember all of our prisoners of war and missing in action. Let us stand in a moment of silence to honor these servicemen and women. And please remain standing for the playing of the taps by band member Jacob Brown.
all of our servicemen and women that came out today. If we could have our veterans that are in the audience please stand and let us give you a nice round of applause, please. What it is today. We're thankful for Mark Alkins and our sound person in the back for all their dedication to let us be heard, let the voice of freedom be heard today. So we're thankful for them. We're thankful for all the faculty and staff that have come and just helped us out in any way that they needed to, whether it be helping get a purchase order or helping cook food or whatever the need may be, that our faculty and staff here at Bell County High School have stepped up to the plate to make this event happen year after year, even long before I was here. And I'm so thankful that they're still continuing that tradition. So let's thank our faculty and staff. I'd also like to take this time to thank the parents of those in the audience today that are participating, whether it be in ROTC or a band or choir. Without you, we wouldn't have anyone to teach or to encourage as we go on our way. So thank you for letting them be involved in something like the arts or something as great of a program as ROTC. We thank you for that. So let's thank our parents today as well. The last person that I would like to thank is actually coming to the podium, or is probably behind me somewhere, is Mr. Richard Gamble for all of his hard work, for helping us out. We were kind of in a pinch on Friday, but he helped us out, and we're very appreciative of our friends.
Thank you, Mr. White. As usual, put on a fantastic show. And all I want to do is thank the veterans. We really appreciate you, because without you, we would not have the freedom that we have to assemble as we do. And we really do appreciate that. And I do want to stress one thing to our young people, and they need to understand that we do have the rights and privileges of some freedom, but you can flat depend on one thing: freedom is not free. And these men and women here to my left are living proof of that. And we really greatly appreciate you guys for being here. I really do appreciate that. I also want to express some gratitude to Mr. Wyatt and the choir and the band, who have done an outstanding job today. A very nice job. Give them a big round of applause. Sergeant Browning and the JROTC cadets for doing their usual outstanding job, and we really appreciate that. And I want to thank all the elementary schools for coming out. I do appreciate you guys and all the principals who allowed them to do that. And I want to send my apologies to you from Mrs. Gilliam, who could not be here today due to a previous engagement that she had to attend, could not get out of. I'm sure she would want to thank every one of you for being here today, and so I'll express that for her. Thank you once again, Ms. Gilliam.